This instructional video is meant to be watched in the full screen mode. Click this icon on your screen to watch this movie in the full screen mode. Click that icon again to put it back to the regular screen mode. Welcome to the JMC Parent Access for your school. This brief instructional video will show you how to use the Parent Access to access your students' information. On the JMC login screen for your Parent Access, simply come in here and put in your username and your password here. Your username is always going to be your last name. Your password will be listed here. If you don't remember your password, you can call the school office and they'll be able to let you know what your password is. This is the JMC Parent Access. The items on the left-hand side are the clickable items. I'm just going to briefly go through each of those items to show you what they all have. The first item here is the attendance report. This allows you to see up-to-date absences for your students here. You can choose on any screen here the students that you want to work with. So here's my 3 students that I have attached to me here. So here's Billy right there. It has Billy right there, who the contact is, the periods in a day. So I have an 8-period day listed here. Here's the day that Billy has had some absences or tardies. So you can see on this particular day here, day number 9, this is Friday, 8/03/2012 here. He was present all day, but he was absent excused, ABSE, absent excused, the last period of the day. Then day 20 here, Monday, which is 8/20. Okay. He was present in the morning and absent excused with a reason of 3 on the bottom. Where do those reasons match up to? It goes with these reasons down here. So he was on a field trip on that particular day. And then it adds up the absence excused, absence unexcused, tardy excused, and tardy unexcused for the totals by period down here. Next item we have is the report card. As students go through the school year, your school can allow you to see their up-to-date report card. The grades will be made available here at the end of the term. The next item we have is the progress reports. This is probably the most common and most popular of the screens here. Again, choose the student that you want to work with, right? I can choose any student that I want listed right here. Okay, and here's Paul Freed listed right here. What you'll see here is the term they're listed here, the period they take that particular course, the course that's listed. Then what you'll see is for that particular course here, it'll have their overall grade here, plus their percentage, and if they're missing a score. To see an up-to-date progress report for that particular course here, simply come here, click on the term. So I'm clicking on quarter 1, and then that term will appear down here on the bottom. So this is quarter 1 for my reading course. All that information is listed here. If I wanted to see quarter 2 or another course here, I'd click on it right here, and it would give me an up-to-date progress report here for quarter 2 as well. Very easy to do. Click on one student again, then click on the term to show you the up-to-date progress reports. The next item is the lesson plans. The lesson plans allow you to see up-to-date progress for your students in what they're working on. I call it non-grading information. Not every school uses lesson plans, and even in schools that do use lesson plans, not every teacher uses lesson plans. Just to let you know, each course is listed here for a student. Each course is color-coded. So this is my agriculture course right here. When a teacher enters in a lesson plan, it will show up on this particular screen here. The color will coincide with that particular class there. So this is agriculture. It's going to show you the first 20 to 25 characters of that lesson plan. If there's more, you can click on it. So I'm going to click right here, and it will show me the entire lesson plan text here. So if I had test review questions or whatever it might be, that would be listed right down here. You can print that off or close that. Next thing we have is parent information. Some schools, not all, allow schools to update their information online. So it allows you to come in and say, hey, my email now is dad@school.com, or whatever it might be there. And you can put that information in. You can also put in an optional message here to send to the office staff, and then scroll down and click save. That is submitted to the office. It doesn't automatically change it. The office needs to accept those changes on the office side. So again, some schools allow parents and guardians to update their information online. Others do not. You can check with your school to see if they allow you to do that. The lunch portion allows you to come in, if your school uses the JMC lunch program, and see your up-to-date overall balance as a family. So if I have a family account set up here, my current balance is $100. In addition, it shows you what your kids are eating for lunch. So here's what Francis would have eaten for lunch today. Here's what Billy would have eaten for lunch today, and so on and so forth. All the items that your students are eating and purchasing will be listed here. So again, all you need to do is come in, click on the lunch item here. It'll show you your up-to-date family balance, if your school uses family balance, and what your kids are eating on a daily basis. If your school uses the tuition and fees module, this allows you to come in and see what tuition and fees you owe on. So right now, this particular family owes $240 based on these fees that are listed here. So as fees are charged to you as a parent or a guardian, they will be listed here. Again, not every school uses the tuition and fees module. If you come here and there's no items listed here, most likely your school is not using the tuition and fees module. The alert configuration is new to JMC here. This allows you to come in and choose a student that you want to work with. I'm going to choose Francis. You can come in here. These will automatically be unchecked. You can check this for each student. If you check this, when a student is marked absent by a teacher of the office, you'll automatically get an email sent to you if your email is listed in your school's program. If a student is marked tardy, and your email is listed in the program, you'll automatically receive an email when that student is marked tardy. When you change those, simply hit the save button, and that will save that for you. In addition, you can put percentages in here. It says if your grade's percentage is below the percentage you enter for a class, an email alert will be sent to you when the teacher publishes their grades. So if I want to put in here and say when this student falls below 70% here, this English class here, when Mr. Knoll sends the grades in, then it will automatically send you a progress report if this student, Francis, falls below 70%. If you want to receive an email alert every time your teacher publishes your grades, you could put 100% in here. And if your student falls below 100% when the teacher publishes their grades, you'll receive an email alert listed there. So I can put these in for these particular students here and hit click save. And I could do different preferences here for Billy. So for Billy, I might say, you know what, Billy's is not never absent, but sometimes he's tardy. So I put tardy in there, I'll click save. And let's say I just want to put in 80% here. I could put 80% in and fill percentage column. It says, are you sure you want to do that? Click OK, and that'll fill in 80% for all the classes there. Then simply hit the save button, and that will save it for Billy. So a lot of different ways you can use the alert configuration. Again, not every school uses alert configuration. If yours does, then you'll be able to enter that information there. Health information can be listed here. If your school allows you to see the health information that you've entered in for your students here, so for the BMI and for the height and weight for this particular student here, Francis, then you'll be able to review that information. You can't change it here. It's just for you to be able to review and make sure that the information is correct. Student information is listed here. This is for registering your students for school. If you are using the student registration here, your school should be letting you know that. If not, you won't be entering any of the information in here. And the last thing is, if you want to log out, simply click the log out button, and that will log you out, and then you can log back in if you want to see that information there. So very easy to use. If you have any questions, contact your school, and they'll be able to help you out.